Rolling thunder, calling down my name. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Oh, midnight highway, shining just like sin. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Tell me, river, where your current flows. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Oh, stop your freight train, let a lost man ride. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Fare you well, darling, ain't coming back no more. Why don't you hear me wonder? Ooh, ooh. Who been whispering since I've been gone so long? Freedom calling.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some new music I found on the YouTube audio library. That was, let's see, hold on a minute. Let me get these glasses off. Highway Whispers by Patrick Jordan Petruchios. Yes, I found it on the YouTube library. YouTube audio library. It's pretty good find. There's some jewels on there. Most of it's crap music, but a lot of it, or not a lot of it, some of you find a jewel or two here and there. So we are live here, PaleriderTV, real trucking media. Yeah, that's right. We are. We went live this afternoon for about 15, 20 minutes. I don't know, talk about going live tonight on here and talk about a couple things. And let me get me a banner going there. Got a banner going. Yeah, we're high class. High dollar live stream over here. Yeah, what's going on? We're live. And, some things I was talking earlier on the other live stream that StreamYard, I had trouble. I used to record all my videos on StreamYard and share the screen and record all that stuff. But something is going on with their screen sharing thing over there. And so I couldn't do any recorded videos. I finally got a chance today where I can do some videos on my off day. I was going to do some videos and, upload them, spread them out over a few days, whatever, but couldn't even do that. I said, well, let me go live. Maybe if I just start going live and turn this into a live stream channel only, see how that goes. I did a poll in the chat on the other live stream, and yeah, 75% I think said do live streams, nothing but live streams. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna go live tonight. Who knows? Are we gonna live tomorrow, once or twice? I don't know. Maybe we'll go live zero tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll just play it by ear, and hopefully we will get this thing going again. Who knows? Who knows? We got anybody in here yet? Yeah, we got a couple people in. I got a comment or two. Rodney, he's over there in Michigan. Good evening from Michigan. How's the weather up there? Is it chilly? Is it warm? What's going on? It's been kind of warm down here in Florida. And AC went out of my car. I got to get a new compressor. I don't know when that's going to be. So it's been hot driving to work. And I used to go out in the car during lunch, sit in the car and turn the AC on and eat my lunch. But by the time I get lunch, it's like, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. And I open the door. It's pretty cool. Get that sea breeze coming across, and it's kind of cool in the evening. So it's not too bad. Just getting to work. Only one window works in that car, the driver's window, so I can't get some air circulating through there. So it's kind of hot. So I got to get that compressor fixed. Hopefully next week. We'll see. It's 47 degrees up there. Wow. It's still, see, down here in Florida, it's 84 degrees. 84 degrees. And if you've been watching the news or whatever, they've been having some wildfires in the area. And you have one west of here in Florida. Most of it's up in South Georgia. It's been going on. We haven't seen a lot of the smoke or smell the smoke from those fires yet. We've been getting a sea breeze blowing, from east to west. So hopefully blowing all the smoke in the opposite direction. But yeah, they're going through a drought here in Florida. Hopefully the next couple of days we're gonna get some rain. And we need it. We need it bad down here. So that's for sure. It'll help slow down those wildfires. I used to drive for BT Builders Transport. Yes, I did. That's where I started trucking. Builders Transport, Camden, South Carolina. That's where I cut my trucking teeth. Was doing in a flatbed. Ugh, yeah, started out a rookie in a flatbed. Ugh, that was crazy. But we got some coffee. Trying a different brand I tried before called Cafe Bustelo, and it's pretty good. I like that coffee. It's real fine grind. Been drinking some Folgers Black Silk. Had a can of that. It's about gone, so I went to the store earlier. Picked up the Cafe Bustelo and White Pine. He was out of White Pines. I was out of Lumberton. And I've been drinking that chock full of nuts coffee. So I've been drinking lately for the last couple months. I like to change it up. I don't like to stick to the same brand of coffee It gets old after a while. You got to switch it up. So after I get to this Cafe Bustelo, it's probably going to be back to the chock full of nuts. And here's another thing I wasn't so sure about. I didn't know about it. The main Folgers coffee plant is like 2 miles away from my house here in Jacksonville, Florida. So I need to go down there and get some pictures or some video or something of the old Maxwell Coffee House. You know, I don't drink Maxwell House. It's pretty cool that they have a plant here. Maybe I go down and get some discounted coffee or something. Who knows? Who knows? Toga 24. How you doing? It's been a long time. Hope was all is well on your side. Well, not too bad. Just slacking on the YouTube stuff. Been having some issues here with some stuff came back from the past to haunt me, and it's haunting me pretty good. It's called the IRS. Yes. All those years of being a lease driver, independent contractor, whatever, I wasn't too keen on keeping up with the taxes and stuff. So I knew when I got hired at the Walmart store and they start the W 2 and all that, that I was probably going to be getting a call, which IRS don't call, so I wouldn't have got that. Or I was going to get a letter or a knock on the door. I got the letter. And was it quite a letter? So, word of advice to all you, anybody, W 2, independent contractor, 1099, whatever, keep up with your taxes. Yes, keep up with your taxes. If you don't, it's going to come back and bite you where you don't want to be bitten. And I had to hire, one of those big, gigantic tax firms. I went through, I vetted, I don't know how many, 10 or something. There's a big one here in town. I'm not going to mention any names. I don't want to get into all that right now, but uh, I had to hire them, and they're working on it. And don't know what the outcome's going to be yet, but they had to go back a bunch of years to get information and all kinds of stuff. So it's taking a while, and hopefully they're going to hold the IRS off before they do anything stupid. And yeah, so lucky, lucky me. Stupid, stupid me. It's my own fault. I'm not blaming anybody but myself. And yeah, that's the way it is. So you might got any advice or questions about taxes? Let me know. Toga, you know that you're one of the most experienced one in the sector. You know the system better than the majority anyway. Well, I appreciate that. You're talking about the trucking industry. Yeah, I did 28 years till I finally gave up. See that last year? I don't know if I covered this before. I probably have, but I got sick on the road. I don't know what I had. I mean, it wasn't a flu. It wasn't a cold. It wasn't anything, a viral sickness. I was just tired, run down. Couldn't eat anything decent. And yeah, when I was down in Jackson, South Carolina, and the granddaughter's graduating from basic and in the army down there, and had the truck with me. Of course, I stayed down there at the big giant Petro that has a bowling alley down there in Columbia, and I could barely get my head out of bed. But today, I mean, the day that she's supposed to graduate, or she did graduate, I couldn't make it. I said, I'm sorry. I can't make it. And after she graduated and the family and everybody left, I stayed there at the truck stop for a couple more days before I even felt good enough to leave. And I think I got a load, came back to Little Rock, and I was feeling all right, I guess. But and I got a hotel room or something, and I made the decision right then. I'm going to just go ahead and call it quits, retire. And well, I was planning on staying around trucking in some capacity, but as far as over the road, no. I wasn't going to be over the road driver. I didn't really want to drive, period, local or over the road. So I thought, well, maybe I got enough experience. Maybe I could get a job dispatch somewhere from home, a remote job, dispatching, or work for a broker or safety department, somebody's company or recruiter or something like that. And none of that ever came to be. And got kind of quite a bit of pickle financially after that. Then about, I don't know, September or August, I think, I got a letter from YouTube or email from YouTube saying, your channel has been demonetized. I said, well, there goes all hope now. I was, going to get the channel going good and possibly live off of that. But they took that away from me. I said, man, what the heck? So it was quite a difficult time I was going through there. I had a lot of friends, family help me out, send me some cash here and there, but and yeah, it was kind of difficult. But I never second guessed coming off the road. I didn't. I said if I'd still be on the road now, who knows? I may not even be here, be talking about it. So that's the way it goes. Always keep up with your taxes. Don't do anything else. Always put money back for taxes. If it hurts, put money back for taxes. Whether you pay quarterly, yearly, for your W 2. Usually, W 2, you don't have to worry about putting anything away for taxes, but you might want to anyway, because you never know. You never know. As big as the IRS is, they can always make a mistake. And that is so true. Yeah, the taxes, man. I knew it. I knew it when I got the job at Walmart and they started taking taxes out. My social security number out there floating around. I knew it was just a matter of time before I got that letter. And it was about a year before they called up to me. So they got me. They got me. But hopefully that's all been taken care of. I got a little breath of fresh air about hiring the tax lawyers, let them handle all this stuff. Was everybody saying, just talk to the IRS, just talk to the IRS and they'll help you out. Yeah, right. No, they won't. I'm not talking to them. I'm going to get a paid professional to do it. So that's what we're doing now. But some of the stuff that these tax people want or need is I have no way of knowing any of that stuff. Then they want, I got to send them bank statements, and you can't just send a bank statement. You got to scan them. You got to put it in a PDF file and email them. I don't know any of that stuff. It took me. I'm figuring it out now. But what? Toga 24. I do live in Turkey. Turkey. By the way, if you forgot, I guess I did forget. I guess I did forget. Who exactly do I? I'm not even now that personal, but I really don't remember Toga 24. You might have to uh, remind me. And the excuse I'm using is old age and stress. It didn't mess with my mind, but did have a good time at the truck show, Global Truck Show, Matt's 2026. Everybody thank Ike for getting me there and then giving me a little bit of cash, to hang out and record for him and everything. I had a really good time. Met a lot of people, and I was sitting there in the Bonehead Truckers booth. I was thinking back, how irrelevant the Pale TV channel is now. Because he had lines of people waiting just to say hey, to shake his hand or whatever. And it's like, wow, this is crazy, man. But yeah, everybody loves Bonehead Truckers. Had a good time. I paid all the expenses, round trip plane ticket. Of course, we got an Airbnb there in Louisville, and we stayed there. We had our own section of the house. I had my room was on one end, his was on the other. He had his own bathroom. I had my own bathroom, and it's pretty nice. He bought dinner every night, and the only thing I bought was this hat. This hat, it's the same KW, but it's gray. And I had to buy me a hat, but this hat was I have it before. I misplaced it. I don't know what it is. Mother Trucker hat, and it is autographed by Alex. So you got to autograph my hat. I paid $25 for this hat. You want to autograph it, so I got to sign the sign his hat. Mother Trucker. It's always good seeing Alex. Me and him go way back, so it's good seeing Alex. Good seeing a lot of the old people. Snow Lord, Jeffrey Like, T Bone Trucker. I met him again, and a bunch of other people, man. Then you met a lot of new people. Met Shannon Everett, the guy that runs, uh, yeah, and the TRC Freight guy. What's his name? I can't remember his name. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. Got to meet him and a bunch of other people. Bunch of other people. Even met Derek Bars, the FMCSA chairman. He's a nice guy. And yeah, so I had a good time there. I don't know about me and I talked about the Texas Truck Show in Houston. I think it's in July, June or July. Not sure if I'm going to be making that one, but I told him I'm available if he needs me. I'll we'll work out a deal. I'll get over there. I really want to go to that one. I've never been to that one. I heard it's pretty good. It's not as big as Matt's, but show was just starting. It's what 5 or 6 years old, and I'm gonna get to Houston for that. Maybe I don't know yet. Still remains to be seen. If I can afford to go my own, I might, but I don't think I'll be able to. I gotta pay, have money put back for taxes. I gotta pay my back taxes that I was so stupid not to take care of in the moment. Kick my butt for that stuff. Um, oh yeah, good copy. Yeah, I met all the legends. All the legends. Everyone hates the. Yeah, let's see. I go back. I never missed even one tax period in my whole life. But they keep forgiving debtors right before the election time. They make you feel like a sucker. I know. I don't know what's gonna happen with me if if they can show a hardship or something. They might wipe out the whole thing, or they might wipe part of it as low payments. I'm not sure yet what's going to happen, but we'll see. Actually, it's just Toga. Uh, the YouTube changed their system of using the handles. Like, yeah, you can go back and change that yourself. It's not about your age, or maybe you can remember Mr. Best old channels. Yeah, all right. I see Snorlord and Miss Shannon less often, but they are good. Yes, yeah, I met Shannon for the first time in person at Matt's. She's nice. I don't know. Snorlord goes live every other day or something on his channel in the mornings. I don't watch a lot of the other YouTube truckers that much. I watch Bonehead Truckers and Snorlord. I don't even watch Snorlord that much, but and see who else do I watch? YouTube truckers, Mother Trucker. Watch him most of the time. But sometimes I don't. But sorry, Alex. I kind of stay away from that because you start thinking, well, why is he doing better than what I'm doing? I don't I just do my own deal, worry about myself, and you do a better. It comes out better. I could do the same to be removed from my tax debts, but in that case, banks won't give you credit, so that's another reason I paid all the taxes perfectly. Besides the fact I'm not bigger than the government, I know. I always hear these people. They say, you know, by law, you really don't have to pay taxes. Well, that might be so, but what are you going to do when the dude's knocking on your door with guns pointing at your face, or tax delinquents, or tax evasion, or whatever? Well, you going to say, I don't have to pay taxes. Oh, okay, let's go home then. SWAT team, wrap it up. Let's go. It don't work like that. It don't work. The only way you can avoid taxes is change your name. You can't even do that. You still got a record of your own name. You would have to follow the face of the earth or go to a country that does not have extradition treaty with the United States. Yeah. So yeah, we're dealing with it. That's why I said it's my deal. I did it. I'm not blaming anybody but myself. So I'm gonna have to deal with it by myself. Yep, that's the way it is. That's the way it is. I put myself in this situation. I'm gonna have to take myself or handle it the way I got to. That's right. That's right. Good coffee. Good coffee. So I don't know. Go live more often. She actually do live streams from the phone also. So I really don't have to have a studio that much. I could do it from my phone. I did it from the car a couple times. I've been wanting to get up to the truck stops and get some footage of the trucks and everything coming and going. Maybe talk to some drivers if the truck stop will let me on the property. Interview drivers. They don't trespass me or something. I like to do that. I was gonna do that this week, but I went to work yesterday. I gotta be at work at 1, and it was like 1:30. I was on my way home. I said I gotta go. I'm not feeling good. I was having the sweats, and just went kind of lightheaded. I said, well, I want y'all want to send me home. I'm not feeling it today, so I need to go. Listen, just all right, no problem. Just if you're not feeling good, what are you gonna do? You're gonna so I'm going home. So I went home, came home, and laid down. I was asleep till it's almost 8 o'clock last night. I went to bed like at 3, and I drank some water when I got home. A couple bottles of water. I think I was dehydrated and lack of sleep. So I slept about 8 o'clock after drinking a couple bottles of water, and felt better when I got up last night. And yeah, got up this morning and almost as good as new. But and I got tomorrow off too. Back to work Friday, so hopefully tomorrow will be a good day also. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know, but I was talking about the last stream I did earlier about the car hauler, the driver. He's been missing for like a week. He had picked up a load of new cars out of the Georgia ports and was on his way to deliver in Miami. And he had stopped at a rest area down somewhere on 95. Not exactly sure where he stopped, but he came up missing. His load truck came up missing, and they had a missing person report out for him. And today or yesterday, I can't remember what it was. The FBI, they were on it because of the truck and everything. The FBI reported to his family or his family reported that the FBI told them that they had found his body somewhere down in South Georgia on the coast somewhere. And they recovered a couple of the cars that came off that load. But yeah, there's a big thing. I didn't know what was going on about the cars getting stolen and shipping them over to overseas in the containers. And they just, the lack of security and all that is crazy. They just label them as furniture and send them over wherever they got to go. They put like 3 cars in one container or something, 2 or 3 cars. And it's a big business, man. But you're going to hijack a truck full of new cars and you're going to murder the driver on top of that? Come on now. You're not only looking at massive charges for stealing loads of cars, now you got a murder charge on you. Could the driver have been involved somehow and then they just got rid of him to keep his mouth shut? I don't know. I guess the investigation is not over just yet, but that's crazy, man. Crazy stuff. But they said they had somehow got the tracking thing off the truck or something, and they had said the rest area was, going southbound. So they said the truck came out of the rest area, went down to the next exit, turned around, came back north towards Jacksonville. And so I guess it came back up to South Georgia where they had recovered 2 or 3 other cars off of that load. Where the rest of them are, I don't think they found the other cars, or I don't believe they have found the truck yet. So maybe we'll get an update later tonight or tomorrow about this case. Kind of weird. Kind of weird that happened. But they haven't anybody, man. It's crazy stuff. Cyber crimes and hijacking loads and fake brokers stealing loads. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff's going on out there now. It is. Crazy stuff. Mm. Yeah. Yeah. So you're talking about credit on this comment. Banks will give you credit. Well, I'm at the age where I'm not too concerned about my credit score. It's not that bad right now, believe it or not. it's not that bad, but it's not good, but it's not bad. So, um, anyway, the cost. I don't even want to buy a new car. What it costs uh, new cars are nowadays. I can't imagine being stuck with another payment for 4 or 5 years or how long it would be. How come I didn't be around in 4 or 5 years? Who knows? If I could get some cash, pay, that'd be the way to go. Get some cash. Who's got that much cash laying around to go buy you a new car? I know I don't. I don't think know a lot of people that do or can get cash like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Fixing credit score is an issue. Actually, it just takes time, and that's it. Whatever taking more time is falling into blacklist for sure, but it's also possible to get out. Yep. 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 I think some jobs, you apply for a job or something, they want to get into your credit history. So, what the heck's in your business? My credit history. Well, I guess they think if we got bad credit, might have a tendency to steal or whatever. I don't know. Don't make sense to me, but why would they check the credit score? People love to live in the fear. That's why system is based on that. Yeah. How people panic. Oh, my credit score, you're going to hurt my credit score. Who cares? Never was the issue with me. I say, the less credit you have, the less chance you have of getting in debt. You hear people that's got thousands, tens of thousands of dollars credit card debt. They're in debt with a large mortgage on their house. Got two or three cars they're making payments on. I just can't imagine all that, man. Must be a heck of a stress factor. Well, panic and screams are sounding funny. Yeah. I like being debt free as much as possible, but I don't have any. Only bills I have is what we have: rent, electric. The water bill's figured in with the rent. Ain't got to worry about that. Though we got to pay it, but it's in with the rent we pay. Like I said, electric. You got the internet bill, which, uh, like I was saying, we got Xfinity now, and it's 20 times better than what I had before. And pay for that. The car's paid off. Don't have to pay that. Well, it's just not a brand new car. It's a used car. But I don't mind driving a used car. Panic, you don't have to pay payments on it. Got to pay insurance on it. So I got car insurance, rent, electric, internet bill, and is that it? I think that's it. But still, it's a struggle. Yeah. Good debt. This said good debt. Yeah, I can see good debt. Leverage effect in the last year, just because of the inflation effect. Yeah. Probably just liability. Yeah, but if I could have a brand new car, I would. I'd like a brand new car. Last time I thought if I ever had a brand new car, I always bought used. Even some of the used cars I had to make payments on them. Well, I mean, they weren't old rat traps or nothing. They were good used cars, decent. Like my pickup truck up in. That's another thing. I got to pay that storage shed off so I can go and get my pickup truck out of storage. That's a whole other thing too. I got to deal with coming up soon. Get that car pickup truck down here. Yeah, well, it's been in storage for so long. I'm probably gonna have to replace everything: hoses, belts, tires. I had to change the oil. I'm sure. Just change all the fluids. Change all the belts, hoses, just to be safe. Transmission. Uh, good scrub down. I miss that truck, dude. I love that truck. So I gotta go and get that one of these days, hopefully soon. Yeah, I mean, cars and all that, but I do live in a city center. It could be opposite. I live in a area. Yeah, they live in a city area like that. They don't really need a car. You got a place that has public transportation. Now they have Jacksonville here has public transportation. Trying to figure that stuff out is ridiculous. I try when we first came down here. I was looking at the bus schedule, and so what the heck? How you know if you're gonna go from here to there? How you get from here to there on a bus? You can't just take one bus and get there. You got to take this bus to this place, and then get on another bus that comes from another direction. Get on that. Yes, I don't want to do all that. I can't make beans of this schedule. But now, if you want to go straight downtown or something, there's a bus that comes right down Main Street over here. You can get on a bus and go straight downtown, or come back up Main Street this way. Get on a bus downtown. Yeah, we're right near downtown. It's not that far downtown Jacksonville. That's how I'm getting down to that Maxwell House coffee plant. There's also a plant right around the corner. I didn't know it's where they make Swisher Sweets and King Edward cigars. I didn't know that. So I might go there one day and get some video or something. Yeah, there's no parking issue around my house. Sure, I can't even find a proper spot. Apartment car. That car had to go. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 5 people in here, and only one in the chat. Who was all in here? Let's say hi. Drop your hellos in the chat. Let's see who we got in here. Yeah, don't don't be chicken. Come on, come on. Let's do it. Got 45 minutes in almost. Probably do about an hour if I do that much, and then call it a night. Yeah, that'd be cool. What you think? What you think? Oh, two just dropped off. So now we got three. Three. I used to get. I never got good numbers or real good numbers on my live streams back in the heyday, but I did uh, get more than what I got lately. But see, I had all that coming off the road, changing the content up. That don't help your channel, but and then me being sporadic, not being consistent with my uploads, that don't help your channel at all. But just I don't know, man. Stuff going on and not having the time to do it. And we do have time, something happens. Yeah, speak up, you hidden YouTube dwellers. See who's all in here. I used to do the Friday night lives every Friday night, or yeah, it was good. You have good time during the videos. That's fun. You get some good people in. I have guests on and everything, and Snorlord on here, and Daniel, and a couple other people. There's Steel Horse. There's somebody stopping by to say hello. So what's up, Steel Horse? Yeah, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I never subbed anyone I subbed to people to share the friend. Content always came second for me. Yeah. Yep. I used to have someone was talking about this the other day. Remember back, I don't know, it's been a couple of years. Used to have all the YouTube drama channels would go live and talk crap about everybody. And then you had a lot of YouTube truckers. I don't know. There's still YouTube truckers, but not like there used to be. Maybe I just don't see them on here. I don't, like I said, I don't subscribe to any of the newer ones. And the ones I did see, not really doing trucking blogs. See a horse is planting corn tomorrow. Oh, wow. Cool. And I don't see a lot of 'em. The only old people I see, Ike Stevens, of course, he took that Bonehead Truckers brand and it blew up. And Snorlord's still on here. Jeffrey like me. And that's about all I think from the old days. They're still on here. Not going to lie, I miss the old days. Not the drama parts, but the fun times we all had. I know it was fun. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, I guess still changes. YouTube changed. They changed their algorithm. So my videos don't get pushed out there anymore. We get a lot of views. And but that's fine. That's the way it goes. But you still gotta be consistent. Not consistent, it's no good. Yeah, there was some serious drama stuff that went on back in the day. It was crazy. It's been a bit more than 7 years when we met, I guess. Yeah. And yeah, it was good times. Good times. Good times. These days might have a show, get somebody on here and talk about the old school YouTubers and stuff. Sterling Wheel. Yeah, I know Sterling Wheel. He was down here in Jacksonville like a couple weeks ago. I watched his video. Wheel Burner Express. Is Sterling Wheel Burner Express? I don't know him personally, but I know who they are. He always hang out there with Snorlord. His live streams and stuff. Yeah, I know Sterling. I left a comment on that video when he was down here. I don't know if you read it, but I said, sure, let me know. I live in Jacksonville. Could have bought me a cup of coffee or something. But, yeah, they're like the old guys. They're still, some of the older guys are still around. They talk to me anymore. I haven't seen or heard from Provost Motorsports. He was a good guy. I always enjoyed hanging out with him. Who else? James Tex. I still see him on Facebook. We're friends on Facebook, but he don't do the YouTube anymore. He never was big on YouTube to begin with. He liked doing his own thing. I think now he's doing vintage photographs with a bunch of vintage cameras. Yeah, Provost. Hey, Provost had a heart attack last year, and he made it through, but I guess he kind of slowed down what he was doing. I hadn't talked to him in a while. Who was it? Trucker's Table. I don't talk to him anymore because he's not from the old school. He's fairly new as far as coming to YouTube, but he was a good friend. Blackbeard. I hadn't talked to him in a while. I think he sent me a message on my birthday or Christmas or something. And he said, "Happy Merry Christmas." Spectre. I haven't heard Spectre in a while. Spectre's also on their YouTube. I just seen him on Mr. Best Lives time to time. It was Sergeant Ringo. I remember the name Sergeant Ringo. Is James Best going live? Is he on YouTube or is he on another Rumble or Twitch or something like that? I don't think I'm subscribed to. If Mr. Best is on YouTube, I don't think I'm apparently not subscribed to him. If he's on YouTube, I'll look him up. At Trucker's Table. Trucker's Table. Mr. Landstar. Why it's called. Yeah, Spectre. He was a good guy. Met him a couple times at the Dallas Truck Show. And Mr. Best had a room. I don't think that he's live out there. He's going live on YouTube. Okay, I'll check him out. Spectre is a respectable one for sure. As far as I know, yes. I don't think he's ever. I don't hear anybody talking bad about him. Spectre, yeah, I remember Spectre. I ain't heard from him. Who I've seen, Sammy. He got kind of big and popular, and maybe not on YouTube, but TikTok. And he was big at the truck show. I seen him. I don't know what it was, but they had a stage, a bunch of chairs for the audience to sit in. He was up on stage. I don't know what stage it was. I just happened to walk by it. I said, "That's Sammy up there. What's he doing up there?" And I was trying to waiting around after that show they were putting on to, say, "Hey, Sammy, a long time no see." I haven't seen Sammy since one of the Dallas truck shows. And yeah, so he's big on. He's got that DAT lowboard backing him. Yeah, he's a nice guy too. Sammy, I could remember him. Yeah, you know if you see him. Trying to think who else. Trying to think who else. Anybody else? Oh, Wildbeard. I think he's over there with Prime now. He was with Hertzbaugh, and his channel kind of took off too. I don't watch. I don't watch. He just pops up on my feed from time to time. I believe he's with Prime. Oh, you know who made an announcement the other day? The Truckers Coach. Well, it's not the Truckers Coach now. It's Truckers Coach. He started a new channel. Well, he changed the name from Freight Cat to Truckers Coach or something. He's just going by Freight Cat. And he was over at Hirschball for a while doing them. We're doing Hirschball dance. And I said, Coach, stop it. Stop. But he uploaded a video the other day talking about he's coming back as Truckers Coach. Jason Polk, that's right. Jason Polk's coming back to YouTube as Truckers Coach. And he's not with Prime. He's with a BLC. They're like a whole lot of Prime Freight, one of those companies. And he's with, is it BLC or something like that? He's been there for like 6 months already. He said he loves it over there, but you know how that goes. Every trucking company he goes to, it's the best trucking company. Then somehow they don't last, and you go somewhere else. BOC, BOC. I'm trying to think who BOC. Yeah, Truckers Coach is crazy. Back in the drama days, he sure was. Caused a lot of it, and he was got a lot of it brought back right on him. So it was pretty bad. Some of that stuff got pretty bad. I even got caught up in the drama, and I didn't have anything to do with it. I was used as a pawn between two warring factions, and they swatted. One of them swatted me to get the other side, thinking they did it or whatever. So SoCal, BLC were at the Vegas at the last time. Last time now I didn't know a thing about SoCal. I kind of I don't want to talk crap about anybody, but he had went to Hurricane Express for a while, and I always thought he was one of the smarter owner operator type guys that there was on YouTube. And when he went to Hurricane Express, I was like, wait a minute, I don't think he's too smart after him. So that's just my opinion. I got a whole video about Hurricane Express, and might do more on Hurricane Express because uh, who in their right mind would do that? I'm sorry. But the whole time when I was on the road and I'd seen them Hurricane Express trucks, what were they? The 589s or the T680s with all that ugly paint and all that ungodly lights. I said, these are some of the ugliest trucks on the road. That wasn't a popular opinion either. Everybody loved Hurricane Express trucks. Then they started finding out about Hurricane Express and how they treat their drivers. And they said, you might be onto something there, Bear Rider. Stewart started back to trucking again. The British mate was called as Stewart the Hobby Trucker. I remember Stewart. I don't know. You going back? These are. I remember the names you talking about. I just don't recall a whole lot. Names are familiar. Yeah, the SoCal said. Yeah, he's still around. I think he got away from Hurricane Express. He finally realized that they were full of crap buildup. But there's an interview on Freight Waves that they did with the owner. I need to go get that video and play it. If my streamer gets working back to normal, because the dude, I thought it was a woman at first. Now, I'm not talking crap about that, but anyway, it's the owner of Hurricane Express, and the dude that was interviewing him from Freight Waves, he wasn't playing around. He was asking some hard ass questions, and the owner of Hurricane Express was like, uh, and man, just I don't know. So, but go check out Freightwaves. I'm sure you can find it. You go to freightwaves.com and search for the video of Hurricane Express, the interview. I'm sure you might find it, but it's it's bad. It's real bad. And then the that dude, one of the dudes I watch, Truckers, was it Truckers Nation? What's that guy's name? He does all the lease purchase deals, and he checks them out. And I think Hurricane Express sent him a cease and desist, and or was it another company that's taking them? Took him to federal court or something. It may be in Hurricane Express, and he beat him because you can't silence somebody for their First Amendment. Is what this is, freedom of press. That's what this is, First Amendment. So, but anyway, I think it was Hurricane Express, somebody, and so yeah, there's a fine line between facts and what do they call that when you talk crap about somebody that's not true. That's why I'm sitting my tongue. Damn it. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Uh, yeah, maybe go to some Warner. Trying to. Ike was telling me when we were, there in Louisville that Warner tried to shut him up about Warner hiring non-domiciled drivers. When the CEO of Warner denied it, but come to find out, they were hiring non-domiciled drivers. So they tried to shut bonehead truckers up, and it didn't work. So if you're doing nothing wrong, why are you trying to shut somebody up? That don't make sense. Just put out a statement. It's not true. Don't try to have the other person silenced. Silence. That's why I don't report people's videos. No matter how bad I might not like a person or whatever, I don't report videos just to be reporting videos. That's BS. But I might not agree with you. I might hate your guts. I might think your video is a piece of junk, but I'm not going to report it. That's not me. How is Ike? I mean, Versity, he sounds all right in the videos. We haven't seen him. Yeah, he's doing good. He's losing weight. They are at the Texas Motor Speedway right now. They got a camper, a fifth wheel or a full behind camper. They just set up their camping site there at Texas Motor Speedway for the race, I guess. I guess they're racing there this weekend. Yeah, he's doing good. Doing good with his Bonehead Truckers brand. It's doing good. And that's all I'm saying. I'm proud of you. I one of the guys that made it. Yeah, he's very popular. I saw that at Matt's. He is very popular. Yeah, he did good. He did good. I'm proud of him. I still got the shirts. Can't see it from there, but got the Bonehead Trucker shirts. He bought me for the truck show at Matt's. Nice shirts, long sleeve button up shirts with the Bonehead Truckers logo right here. Yeah, they're nice shirts. So if he sends me to Houston, I'll be sure to pack them up. I think I can get a straight flight from here to Houston, I think. Because every flight I take out of here, or even out of Arkansas, you don't get a direct flight. You got to fly to Atlanta. Then you got to switch planes. I said, why can't we just fly straight? Economically wise, it's not a good decision just to have every flight go straight. You got to go to the main hub, then divide everybody and fly them where they got to go. And but I think they have a straight flight from here to Houston, if I'm not mistaken. So that'd be nice. Don't have to go to Atlanta, sit for an hour or two. But yeah, I flew from here to Atlanta, and from Atlanta to Louisville. Then on the way back from Louisville to Atlanta, then Atlanta to here. And I was living in Arkansas, and I did that deal with Daniel. We went up to Missouri, picked up his truck, took it down to his house in Rio Grande Valley down there. He got me a plane ticket home from out of down there. Can't think the name of the town, Edinburgh or one of them towns down there in the valley. It didn't go to Atlanta. It said it went to Dallas Fort Worth, then to Little Rock. I spent by the time you get up in the air, you got to start descending. So by the time we do all that to Dallas Fort Worth, you could almost be landed in Little Rock. But I guess you don't have enough people going from the valley to Little Rock to justify a whole plane. So I send you to the hub and divide everybody out and then fly them out. Uh, One day I might get a flight where I can go from here to there and be done with it. If I have to go to Atlanta, I know I get a straight shot from here to Atlanta and be done with it. Then get on a plane to Atlanta, fly down here. Yeah, so cool, man. Cool. I always love flying. There's people that hate flying. I enjoy it. I like it. And uh, yeah, so it's nice. This airport food, man, it's so expensive. You gotta walk, find a good, decent place, and they sure don't feed you on the plane. They might give you a cookie or a biscuit, as they call them, and that's about it. Cookie, and you get either water. I think it's just water and coffee. One time I got coffee. One time I got water, and the bottled water is not a regular sized bottle like this. It's like this big. But when you don't have that far to fly, by the time you start eating your cookie and drinking your water, it's almost time to start packing everything up and start your descent down. It's like, hurry up, drink your water, eat your cookie. I remember the days back in the 70s. I think I flew a couple times out, in the 70s and then 80s. And I was in the Marine Corps. Had to fly a couple times. You could smoke on the plane. So you want a smoking section or a non-smoking section? I want a smoking section. And as soon as the plane got up and leveled off or whatever, the pilot would turn off the seatbelt sign and turn on the smoking light. So yeah, and everybody light up at once. The smoking sections didn't really matter because everybody was going to smoke. I remember smoking on airplanes. That was so crazy back in the day. Thinking of it now, people smoking on a plane or a bus or whatever, it just seems odd. Do we really do that back in the day? Yes, we did. I remember going in a grocery store and having ashtrays at the end of every aisle so you could smoke your cigarettes while you was shopping. Restaurants, then they had, well, you gotta have it go in the smoking section. They put you in some places they just have you sitting at the back of the restaurant. Hopefully the smoke didn't interfere with the non-smoking section. Then they'd have a separate room for the smokers, and it was crazy. Now just everybody says, "Screw it, no smoking anywhere." You want to smoke, you go outside. Even going outside, now the smokers have started. Well, people have started getting on being outside. Well, you can't smoke 100 feet of the building. Oh, what the heck? Oh well, that's old. I remember the old days. He could smoke anywhere, just about. The smoking on an airplane, that was always crazy. But yeah, I bought my ticket, and then in the smoking section, you take your lighters on plane with you, cigarettes. And that was pre 9/11, so they didn't have the strict stuff they have nowadays. Now, when I was at the airport, and I went through this last time, I went through TSA. When I got on here at Florida, they didn't check anything. They said, well, you don't have to take your shoes off anymore. We did away with that. So I didn't have to take my boots off. I had my boots on, of course. I'm a boot guy. And when I got on a plane in Louisville, they said, you don't have to take your boots off if you don't want to, but it's probably going to signal when you go through the x ray machine. I said, well, I'll take a chance. They're a pain in the ass to get on and off. So sure enough, I went through the thing. Beep, 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 beep. You got to take your boots off. So what the heck? So I take my boots off, or walk out of the x ray machine, take my boots off, put him on this stupid conveyor belt thing up there, and walk back through. And I had to get on the other side. I had to stop, sit down, put my boots back on. I said, get out of here. Yeah, it's just, even, I'm glad they did away with cigarettes, smoking anywhere inside. Just, if you're going to smoke, smoke outside. Just leave it alone. Just, 30 years ago, people could smoke cigarettes in their planes, and now it's even kind of impossible on the streets. Yeah. Yeah, I know. You want to smoke, more power to you, but just, don't inconvenience everybody else. Just go outside and smoke. If you don't smoke, vape. Even vaping, they try to treat like smoking, which is a whole different thing. We won't get into all that. Not tonight, anyway. Oh, that's what helped me to drop cigarettes. The vape. Yeah, the vape. Yep. Yep. Yeah. John Dollarhide. Man, that's a voice from the past. A ghost from the past. What's been going on? Yeah, I vape when I'm outside. That huge loud making people. Yeah, I know. I love blowing. John Dollarhide. Ain't seen you in a while, but yeah. For certain days, if the humidity is real high, that vape, that vapor, it gets a lot more. I noticed that's like you're vaping a whole weather system. It's like it just hangs there in the air. The humidity is real high. Blowing clouds. Yeah, I did all that vaping stuff. I used to have a vaping channel until they started demonetizing vaping channels, deleting them. And I said, I'm not even gonna worry about this vaping channel anymore. OTR vapes. You're healthy again. All right. I'm glad to hear that. I just been hanging in there, man, trying to put up some BS going on. But we're hanging in there. Trying to get this channel back up and running. Probably gonna do a lot. Only thing about nothing but live streams anymore. Now I'm not gonna do one for an hour every day or every other day, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Always liked the live streams. Always did. But yeah, talking about the vaping again. Yeah, that's it got me off cigarettes. And I was into it big time. I was in it where you make your own coils and build your own RDAs and mech, mech mods, all that stuff. I still got one of my mech mods here. There's a battery and your atomizer on top. Here's your button. You just, oh man, you talking hit, it'll hit you hard too. No, John Doll, hey, we were talking about Provost earlier. I hadn't talked to him lately. And last I heard, this was a couple months ago, he had some heart issues. He's in the hospital. And he's fine now. He's out. He's been doing pretty good. As far as I know, I haven't talked to him. Just what I've seen in posts on Facebook and stuff. I hadn't talked to him. I hadn't talked to a lot of the old people, or the people from the old days. I don't mean to call anybody old because like I'm old. I'm talking about old people we used to hang out with. Except Snorlord. I talked to him from time to time. Talked to him quite a bit there at Matt's in Lobo this past March. But I didn't really talk to Provost. And you get everybody together one time. Provost, Blackbeard, Snorlord, all the old gang. Do a live stream with everybody. If Mike could make that happen, that would be awesome. I don't know if I could make it happen, but it'd be nice. Get everybody together and just go live. Just talk about whatever for however long it takes. Do I miss trucking? Parts of it. I miss going to the places I used to go to. I especially miss Texas. Y'all know how much I was in Texas. I almost lived there. Miss going to Texas. Miss going to Laredo if that's even possible. I hate to see Laredo now. It's probably 3 times bad as it was when I was down there. But yeah, but as far as the weather, the traffic, no, I don't miss. I don't miss it. And the tight delivery schedules, dispatchers trying to push you, uh, all that crap. I don't miss any of that. I don't. I do miss going to places. Some of the people, some of the truck stops I used to hang out all the time, and you knew all the people there that worked there, and I haven't seen them since I came out the road or before. And yeah, I kind of miss that's the kind of stuff I miss. Some of the old truckers I used to hang out with. They're at the company, Calark, Central Holland. I don't know what happened to all them guys. Well, I could see they had their driver appreciation meeting in September. They always post for last September. They always post pictures on Facebook. I still follow Calark, Central Holland on Facebook, and they putting up pictures from the driver appreciation thing they do all week, that certain week of September. And all the pictures they were taking of the drivers, I didn't know anybody. There's a couple people I remember that they took of. There was one or two drivers that are still there that I remembered. A lot of the mechanics, I don't know who they are. Some of the dispatchers, I don't even know my dispatchers there. Who's all there? I just haven't come up with anybody from the old job. I haven't kept up with them, and that's part I miss. I miss hanging out at the Little Rock Yard and messing with all the other drivers and stuff like that. As far as, like I said, traffic, I used to dread traffic, sitting in traffic. And you got your dispatch. When are you going to get there? I don't know. I'm stuck in traffic. How bad is it? I said, well, what they're saying on the CB is 2 miles ahead, and we haven't moved yet. So it's going to be a while. We're trying to find a parking spot. You get stuck. Like you're going to a truck stop, you got about an hour left on your clock. You got everything planned to a T. If I'm gonna get to this certain truck stop, I know this gonna have parking. You're gonna get in there. You're gonna get your spot. You're gonna get something to eat. You're gonna chill out, lay down, go sit. All of a sudden, 30 minutes from your place, you're gonna stop. You got a traffic backup. Road closed ahead. I said, oh my gosh. Then your clock is ticking, 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 ticking away. You're running out of hours. You're waiting in the traffic backup. You finally get free of that traffic backup. You go to your truck stop you had planned to park at. It's all slam packed full. So you're screwed. You got to park on a ramp or an illegal parking spot or something. You got to explain to the safety department the next day why you ran out of over your hours. That's the kind of BS I don't miss. I don't miss that one single bit. But yeah, there's some others, I do miss. And seeing the places, I went a lot of places I would never see. I wouldn't truck, I-10, I-20 or I-10 in Texas, all out into across New Mexico, Arizona, into California, or you get I-8 out of Phoenix there and run it down into San Diego, all that weird desert scenery that man, I ain't never seen this. This is like stuff you see on TV, man. It's cool, man. Stuff like that. Going across North Dakota, where you can see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles and miles, and across the Rocky Mountains, back down the other side, and yeah, it's crazy. Good stuff. Good stuff. But the other stuff, I don't miss. Nope, 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 nope. I don't. Well, I think that's gonna be about it. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Give us a shot. So be able to have the notifications turned on. Turn them on. I don't know how many it used to be if you do 3 live streams in 24 hours, you won't get notifications. I don't know if that's still true. What happens? So if that should say go live in the morning, coffee talk or whatever. If y'all still get notifications, I don't know. I live twice a day today. So we're just going to go live anyway. If you get a notification, you do. If you don't, you don't. That's all YouTube's thing. So I have nothing to do with that. Yeah, I guess. All right, Tolga. Nice seeing y'all again. John Dollarhide. Glad you're healthy again. Glad we're all healthy. We're all still here. We're all still alive and kicking. And yeah, thank goodness. No matter what's happening in our personal life, we're still here, alive and kicking. The IRS can take so much, but they can't get blood. Can't get turnip. What is it saying? Can't get blood from a turnip. And I'm pretty turnipy. So, but I deal with that on my own. All right. So, I think that's going to be it. So I appreciate everybody watching. Everybody have a good day and stay safe.